I'm testing the microphone. Test, test. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It is 6:59, so I'm actually early. So I'm just warning us that when it hits 7 o'clock, I'm going to begin, which is not yet. So continue your discussing. Okay, 7 o'clock. On the nose. We are an on-time departure. Get you in, get you out, no problems. So tonight, for those that are in the room, welcome. It will rain, but not during this service. For those that are watching at home, who may be used to some camera action or some zooming in, zooming out, we are old-fashioned. We've just pressed on tonight. We are not, our behind-the-scenes guru is not here tonight, so we're old-fashioned of just turning on the camera and leaving it alone, so we'll see what happens. So there'll be no looking up at the screens. There'll be no words up on the screens. This is like not quite 2020, but not quite 2022. So let's call it 2021. We're going to go back a little bit. Before we learned we could play with the technology. 29. Well, no. We have the technology. We're streaming. We're just not streaming with like. Really? Okay. So now that my daughter's here and the boys are here, we can begin. Thank you. We're going to Hinei Matov this thing. How wonderful it is. We're together. Page 10.
הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, לה 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 לה. הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, לה לה לה.
On page 9, let's turn together as we find those words at the bottom. We offer thanks, O God, for this Shabbat which unites us in faith and hope, for Shabbat holiness which inspires sacred living, for Shabbat memories glowing even in darkness, for Shabbat peace born of friendship and love. We offer thanks and blessings, O God. I'd like to invite up Jenna to help us on page 3, I believe, unless we've moved it. Yes, it is still on page 3. This is the part where you're off camera right now because we don't have someone to turn the camera. So maybe come on this side, face everybody, and then I'll go around you and light the candles while you're doing that. And I told everybody what we're doing. You can do it.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us.
Did we turn the mic on? Is it on, do you think? Okay, so nobody heard you. Is it on? Do you hit it up a bit? It is. It's just, let me see. Hello? Yeah, you gotta be real, give it some love.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us.
Maybe everyone at home just turned down their TVs. Let's do the blessings.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kideshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm getting lots of opinions online here. People are, this is not a thing to be opinionated about. It's just, everyone's trying to help at home. A little this, a little that, do it this way. Okay, we're back in the room. We're Kabbalat Shabbat, the part of welcoming Shabbat with prayers. I left my prayer book over here. So one of the songs that we welcome, one of the Psalms, page 13, I believe, Psalm 96, Shiru Ladonai.
שירו לאדוני, שירו לאדוני, שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני, כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני, ברכו שמו, בסרו מיום ליום ישועתו, ספרו בגויים כבודו, בכל העמים נפלאותיו, היי, כי גדול אדוני, ומהולל מאוד, נוראות על כל אלוהים, איי, 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 לילה, 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 לילה,
All right, that is continuing, page 24. All right, Shalom Aleichem.
שלום עליכם, מלאכי השרת, מלאכי עליון. אוי 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 אוי, מי מלך מלאכי המלאכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. מועכם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, ברכוני לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון. אוי 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 מי מלך מלאכי המלאכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. צאתכם לשלום מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון. יהי מלך מלאכי המלאכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
And it wouldn't be Kabbalat Shabbat or welcoming the Shabbat Queen on page 20, Lecha Dodi.
לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ותפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה. מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה ומחשבה תחילה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי. אורי, אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה.
Please rise for verse 9.
בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה.
just looking at the room and looking at, I know everybody, I know about where you all, so I know that everyone is about an arm's length reach of somebody they don't know. So let's take this moment, having welcomed Shabbat, stood up, and find someone around you, across an aisle from you. Introduce yourself and say, Shabbat Shalom. Find someone new. All right, did everybody exchange phone numbers, emails? We're good. Let's remain standing as we continue our call to prayer on page 28. Page 28. That's right. Mike.
Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. ברכו את אדוני המבורך. ברוך אדוני המבורך, המבורך לעולם ועד. המבורך, המבורך לעולם ועד.
May be seated as we turn the page together on page 30. We're going to, page 30. Let's make the prayer in English together. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars and their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzavaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai hama'ariv aravim. Turning the page, Ahavat Olam.
אהבת עולם, בית ישראל, עמך אהבת. תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו, בשוכבנו את אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל.
We rise on the next page, page 34, for the Shema, our words of declaring the oneness of God, which no longer is a new idea, but it was when these words were first uttered.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated, except for Eli and Micah. Come on down, dudes. Come on, let's go. You are on deck. You are getting a little, no, Rich, you're fine. Come on. You're gonna, come on. This is I wanted you to get a feel, take the bima for a spin. You guys are gonna become a bar mitzvah in the next couple of months, so this one is off mic. It's okay, we'll sing. You just have to stand and lead the congregation. This is called the V'ahavta. It's not a new prayer. It's one we've done before. You ready? Okay. You want to come a little closer? Oh, too close. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Come on. There you go. All right, ready? Will you do the first word and we'll all join in with you? Unless you want Candace to start and we'll all join her. Oh, nice. Right answer. Okay.
ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי
Adonai Elohechem Emet. How was that? Not so bad, huh? October, November, it's going to be here before you know it. Very exciting. On the other hand, it's actually next year, right? It's a Jewish joke. It's next Jewish year. Okay, go back to your seats. All right, come on. Rabbi jokes. Instead of dad jokes, they're rabbi jokes. It's next year. Never mind. Okay, let's. What do you get? Okay, never mind. I'm just going to continue. Micha mocha. How wonderful and how amazing are the miracles that maybe perhaps we take for granted. And the Micha mocha reminds us to not take those things for granted. Micha mocha. Page 40.
Lai 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 la lai la 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 lai 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 la lai la 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 lai la lai la lai 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 la 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 lai lai la 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 lai la 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 lai. Mi כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה פלא, נורא תהילות עושה פלא. מלך בתך ראו בניך בוקע ים לפני משה ומרים זה אלי ענו ואמרו זה אלי ענו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד לי 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 לי
Turn the page. We find our evening prayer of peace called Hashkivenu.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ולשלום מעתה ועד עולם השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים.
I see a number of people haven't been here in a while. If you have not experienced the folk version of Vishamru, well, Shabbat Shalom to you. You're about to see it live in person, page 44. This one is one that you all need to participate. And if you don't, we have to start all over. I have to call you out, and we have to all start back over again. So don't be that one. Let's do it.
We'll try that again. Okay. Yeah. It dies out. Okay. It's your turn. Are you ready? It's a big ve. שמעו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדותם ברית עולם ושמעו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם אותי לעולם אותי לעולם ושמעו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדותם ברית עולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמעו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדותם ברית עולם וביום השביעי שבת וינפש שבת וינפש שבת וינפש לעשות את השבת לדותם ברית עולם, ושמעו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדותם ברית עולם.
One tried to sneak by me, but I see you. Eric, come on down and help me lead this part of the service. Another, Ari, come on, dude. Yeah, you're on deck to become bar mitzvah this fall, so you thought you were going to sneak by. Tell us what page we're on. We're on page, come on. I know. What page is that?
46.
And what do you want everyone to do? Yes, please. We say please around here. Jeez, come here. Here. There you go. Oh, you're good at that. That's great. Come over here.
אדוני שפתי תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ואלוהי לאה. האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה הכל אתה, רב להושיע, מוריד הטל. Maybe. מחלקל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים והופך עולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו נשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיה הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יעללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
What would you like everybody to do? Please, we'll work on that part. There you go. Good job. Excellent. We'll see you, man. Was it November, right? Okay. Let's turn together to a prayer of thanksgiving. It's called Hoda'ah, page 59. We'll offer this prayer together. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulcha na'eh lehodot. We continue with a pause from the formal prayers of the prayer book, and we turn to a prayer of our hearts, what we call a silent personal prayer, personal meditation, reflection. Take a moment for yourselves quietly in the front row.
Shalom Rav on page 60. Shalom Rav al Israel Amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Israel Amcha tasim leolam. Ki ata melech adon lechol hashalom, ki ata melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom rav al Israel amcha tasim leolam. Shalom rav al Israel amcha tasim leolam. וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם.
We add a prayer, Mishaberach, a prayer of healing and wholeness for those that may be feeling a little broken this Shabbat, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, so many different ways that one can feel broken and could use that sense of wholeness, what in Jewish tradition calls the refuah shlema, a sense of healing and wholeness. If there's someone that you are thinking of and you want to share their name aloud, or someone at home and say their name out loud, or you're thinking of, we invite you to share their name now. For all those that we said out loud and those that we're thinking of in our hearts, I believe we turn 252. Will we use the Debbie Freeman version? Yep. So page 252, in the middle, halfway down the page, we'll find the words to our prayer for wholeness.
מי שברך אבותינו מקור הברכה לאמותינו. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. מי שברך אמותינו מקור הברכה לאבותינו. Bless those in need of healing with רפואה שלמה. The renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Many of us are familiar with the definition of love. But what is the opposite of love? To me, the opposite of love is not hatred. The opposite of love is apathy. Hatred is feelings we have towards another person because of something they've said or something that they've done. It's easy to stack lists of people we hate for all sorts of reasons. Hatred is something that exists inside of us. It's a reaction to the world that rests in our minds. Many of the people we hate don't even know we hate them. And probably many more don't even know we exist. For some, that may be the very reason that we hate them. And if this is the case, then to hate someone so much that you would act on it through violence is to know that they have hopes and they have dreams and they have worries, and you or we simply do not care. We shut ourselves off to empathy that connects all of us. The opposite of love is not simply to hate, but to have no feeling at all. Right now, I think we have forgotten that apathy and cruelty are the opposite of love. Whether it's through online trolling, lying in wait for someone we don't know or don't like in order to mess up, or is to take those who don't believe in what we believe and turn them into nameless enemies. Whether we use our advantage and privilege to push others further into the muck, or to cancel out a lifetime of work because of a single gaffe, we forget too easily that all of us were created in the image of the divine. We act out of the opposite of love rather than love itself far too often because it makes us feel good, to cheat, to deride, to crush. Moses knew this and speaks to this in this week's Torah portion. The Hebrew word ahav, or love, is used more in this book, the book of Deuteronomy, than in any other book of the Torah. Nearly twice as many times as the book of Genesis, 10 times as much as the book of Leviticus and Exodus. Over and over again, Moses tries to teach the nation that love is what motivates God's actions of redemption, of forgiveness, of justice. The God of Deuteronomy is moved deeply by our struggles. Far from separating love from the law, as Christianity does, for example, the God of Judaism shows that love through the law Because to the Jewish mind, love is expectation. Love is not a feeling or just a feeling, it's an action, it's a deed. Moses teaches that we too are expected to return God's love through our actions, through our deeds, by raising and teaching children to love, of doing what is right even when we don't feel like it, and to love the stranger, the widow, and the orphan. Moses does not tell just us how and why love matters so much, but Moses actually gives us examples of when love matters most, such as the cases of lost property, the fallen donkey that needs help to stand up. Love is all over this book. And what is the opposite of love? There is one case that is so important in the Torah that your life actually depends on you deciding to act out of love or the opposite of love. We read this week that if along the road you chance upon a bird's nest in any tree or on the ground, and there are fledglings or eggs, and the mother sitting with those fledglings or on the eggs, do not take the mother together with the young. Let the mother go and take only the young, in order that you may fare well and have a long life. Curious, amazing, interesting verse. Maimonides, also known as the Rambam, teaches that the reason we shoo the mother bird away from the nest is that so that she will not see you taking the eggs or taking the chicks. He likens this to a case to that of other laws, where calves and cows are not to be slaughtered in the sight of each other or on the same day. Because for him, this cluster of laws are about empathy and the love bond between parent and child, and that the cruelty of these actions is not in taking the eggs or eating the meat per se, although some have used this as certainly for their arguments of the cruel acts, but rather in knowing the heart of the mother and the heart of the child and still choosing to take both. The opposite of acting lovingly in the Torah is to act with indifference to love. So strong is the covenant of love in the Bible that Moses adds this clause at the end, that you may fare well and live a long life. There's only two places where that phrase is in the Torah, here and back in the book of Exodus in the Ten Commandments. The fifth commandment: honor your father and mother so that your days may be lengthened. To honor one's parents is to respect the unconditional love they share, the fear in their hearts for our safety and prosperity, and the hopes and dreams they have for us. So important is this covenant of love that our lives utterly depend on it. So, as we move towards the new year, literally only 2.5 weeks away, let us be reminded through the book of Deuteronomy to realize that what the world needs more than anything else now is the book of love. We must act with the highest forms of attention and intention, not push every advantage or kick someone when they are down. As we begin to prepare for the new Jewish year, let us find our way back from apathy, cruelty, and build a world of love. because through love we can make life itself better. And that, as I like to say, is how we do Jewish. Ken Yehi Ratzon, may this be God's will, as we all say, Amen.
Sing. Olam chesed yibane. Olam chesed yibane. Yadadai. Yadadai. Again. Olam chesed yibane. Yadadai. Olam chesed yibane. Yadadai. Olam chesed yibane. Yadadai. I will build this world from love. Yadadai. You must build this world from love. Yadadai. If we build this world from love. Yadadai. Then God will build this world from love. Yadadai.
As we move towards concluding prayers, just a few announcements, like a lot. For example, next weekend, the rule of the Saturday before Rosh Hashanah is the holiday of Slichot. Slichot is the service where it's like the final preparation before the new year. It's when we can turn our Torahs from the regular Torah covers to the white Torah covers, and you have an introduction to the High Holiday music, and it's always the Saturday before Rosh Hashanah, unless Rosh Hashanah is on a Sunday, a Monday, or a Tuesday. And in this case, Rosh Hashanah is the following Sunday, so Slichot is next weekend. Oi. So it moves it up a whole nother week. So we are in the gravitational pull of the High Holy Days. There's nothing we can do now. Now we're just going to go into it. Can't hide, can't run. We're going in. So by now you should have all received your tickets, your packets in the mail, and join us not only for Shabbat, but for Slichot next Saturday night. We'll do a little study. We'll get in the mood for the High Holy Days. We'll start to hear the music. You can turn the Torahs. And then the following Sunday and Monday is Rosh Hashanah, then 10 days, Yom Kippur, then Sukkot, and then Simchat Torah. Oi, I'm exhausted just saying it all. But we look forward to celebrating all of those holidays. Not to mention, by the way, the Friday in between, Friday above Shabbat, in between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur is a special Shabbat. There's only mathematically always one Friday in between called Shabbat Shuvah. So I'm seeing a lot of each other. If you have not had a chance to say hello to Cantor Noah, our newest cantor, we have some new families here tonight that haven't had a chance. She is wonderful. Her husband, Shai, her two gentlemen, her sons in the front row, they're so thoughtful that she bought me a birthday cake for my birthday this week. I'm just so thankful, Cantor Noah. You are so sweet that she got me this cake. I know that she knew that we won't have food in the sanctuary, so she got me this hugging cake. So nice. So, yes, Wednesday was my birthday. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. We, in honor of my birthday, own eggs on me, I'm buying. So you just enjoy tonight. I got you. Any other? Oh, I know. There's a September 18th. Is that next weekend or is that the following weekend? Is that next weekend? It is next weekend. Next weekend is we're calling it the 50-plus group. 50 plus. They're having a dinner. Maryland is a dinner next Sunday night, the 18th, and that has a large group attending already. So that should be, because why not? You're not going to see enough this month. Why not add another event in? That makes sense, because we love to eat and be together. What else am I missing that's coming up? Anything? Oh my gosh! So religious school, the teachers this Sunday are teacher orientation or back to school orientation. 50 volunteers that are involved in making our Sunday school buzz and hum are getting together on Sunday so that the following week, next weekend, we will launch our school. We are launching, just FYI, we're launching our school already filled to capacity in 2 of our 6 grades. We're already sold out. We literally have no more room in the classrooms. 2 of the grades, a third one nearing capacity. That's amazing. That's wonderful things are happening, and we're glad that you're all part of it, and we're very fortunate to have all of you. We do tonight, as I'm looking around, we do have a few people who are here for a couple people here for the very first time, never been here before. No, you've been here. I just want to, nice try though. But you haven't. Will you introduce yourself so that everybody can go for it? Blair Goldberg. You live here for the last 4 years, I think you said, but originally from Chicago. All right. So people will the Chicago people come talk to you. And no, I'm kidding. Everybody should go talk to you. Judy, is tonight your first night? What is? You're the first night with us. All right. So Judy. Judy's up here in the front, first time. Second time, because you were here last week with Susan, but first time with me, so welcome. I believe everyone else has been here before. Joel, has your mom been here before? No? Where are you in from? Denver. Wow. Mazel tov. Welcome. Glad you're here. I think that's everybody. The rest of you, it's good to see you again and to have you back, and we look for, you're welcome. Nomi, told you to keep a thing. Okay, so let's, since you're so excited, why don't we have everyone who is not yet a bar mitzvah, all of our young people have been so polite and good listeners and quiet tonight. All the young people can come up, help me open the doors to the ark. We're going to do it together, so don't do it until everyone's up here. Everyone else, we ask you to please rise. This is our Leinu, page 282. Gently.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים, we bend, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
Thank you all very much. You did a great job. Go back to your seats. We're all going to remain standing. We're going to remain standing because our thoughts now turn to loved ones that we may have lost in recent days, which, as I notified the congregation today, we did lose a family member of a member. We also think of those that we have lost at this season in years past, observing a yard site. If there is someone of which you wish to recall, say their name out loud here in the sacred space, or those at home want to say their name aloud, I invite you to please do so at this time. For all those we've named aloud and those that we name in our hearts, we recall fondly, page 294, we find our words of the Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabba, be'alma divrach yotev lamich malchutei, b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru, amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevarach le'olam omei al maya, yit barach v'yishtabach, v'yit pa'ar, v'yit ramam, v'yit naseh, v'yit hadar, v'yit haleh, v'yit halal, shmei kudesha brichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechamata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru, amen. Zichronam levracha, may all of those that we named and all those we think of, may their names and memories continue to be for a blessing, as indeed we do say, amen. On page 5, I want to say, we find the other, this time the Kiddush, the sanctification of Shabbat, the making Shabbat holy. We can't touch Shabbat, but we can touch the cup of wine. And how sweet is Shabbat? Well, Manischewitz sweet. That's how sweet it is. So let's do it.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratza banu בשבת קודשו, באהבה וברצון הנחילנו, זיכרון למעשה בראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים, כי ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים שבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת לחיים.
L'chaim. And we make motzi, a prayer of gratitude for all that we have, and indeed, our congregation has much to be thankful for, each one of us individually and as a family. We thank God through the words of, you guys are going to walk it around, feeling grateful that our kids in the front row are going to carry and pass it around. Yes, you are. Thank you so much, dude. Eesh.
You can say that again.
You may or may not get your challah.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם המוציא לחם מן הארץ בתיאבון.
Oh my gosh. Shabbat Shalom, everyone, as we walk out together, have challah.
עושה שלום במקומה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. עושה שלום במקומה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. עושה שלום